Ooh, that's a little bright. There we go. Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Give y'all a couple minutes to get on in here. Welcome to Allegedly Wednesdays, where all things said are alleged. Let's see. Hey Nene, how are you? Hey Scarlett. Oh, that's a new one. Hi baby, how are you? Happy New Year to you as well. Y'all eyes tied. Anybody cook today? Hey cat eyes. Anybody cook today? Or y'all just chilling? Hey selfless queen. Hey Komika. Yeah, that's horrible, the situation in New Orleans. He said yes, all day cooking. Yeah, the New Orleans situation is horrendous. Baby, that looks like Russian. I don't understand it. Oh my gosh. Why, thank you. Thank you for the love. Hey, Angie. Oh, you said pigtails, black eyed peas, cabbage, cornbread, baked chicken. Okay. I don't eat pork, so I didn't make any pork. I made steak instead. But I made sweet potato cornbread. I made my hoppin' johns, my black eyed peas. I made some loaded mashed sweet potatoes. Said I'll try to get a girlfriend this year. Any advice? I'm 21. Baby, live your life and enjoy yourself. The right one to come along. Said I'm going to send you a picture of my plate. Ooh, Scarlett. Said, are you from South Carolina? I got family from down there, but no, I was born up here in Michigan. Oh, thank you. Said, welcome to the first Allegedly Wednesdays of 2025. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Turn on your notification bells. Oh, thank you, Cat Eyes. Said I cooked all day yesterday, so I didn't have to cook today. Ooh, lamb chops. I love it. Lamb chops, roast, baked macaroni and cheese, collards, black eyed peas, white rice, candy yams, corn, corn muffins, and apple pie. Amen. Thank you, Brian. Hey, Zion. How are you? Well, enjoy the football game. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, vibrant one. Thank you, Side. Said, did you hear about Joe Button? Yeah, we tapped into that yesterday. That's a whole mess. Ooh, that's a mess. I didn't realize we were on here that long yesterday. It was almost 6 hours. Oh my goodness. What's going on with me and what I got Russian bots today? So yeah, I was watching there's a blogger by the name of what is it? I think it's Tough TV, Tough News TV. Hold on, let me look and see. because I want to get this right. And there's something that he was talking about that I wanted to tap into. Yeah, Tough News TV. So he got a hint, like an email from someone, where they were telling him about what was in the note that Whitney gave to Brandy, and they also told him about some things that Whitney allegedly told to R. Kelly. And um, the person who sent him this email alleged that Whitney told R. Kelly that Clive Davis was behind the unaliving of Aaliyah, and that, what's his name, the one that sent her the plane, Lenny Kravitz, said that Lenny Kravitz regretted working on the Jay-Z project afterwards because he had no idea that certain people were involved, and he always felt like there was foul play in her passing away. So I wanted to tap into that. Can you do a reading on Jason Lee and Riri? I mean, it's not really much to tap into there, y'all. They actually genuinely hang out. I mean, I can, but it's really not much. Can you tap into the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Said, I still think Aaliyah was a sacrifice. Well, we're definitely going to tap into that. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here tonight, y'all. I'm a little tired. I had a long day. So I wanted to oh shoot, y'all got in here fast. I didn't realize that many of you were in here already. So how was work today? I work from home, so it's always cool. How was it for you? So they are messing with your live. Honey, they mess with my live all the time. Every live I ever have. All of them. Let's see. We go ahead and cut on station head. Hey, station head. How's everybody doing? So our first tap in of the evening is going to be looking into this allegation that was emailed to Tough News TV. Shout out to him. He was emailed by a person who claimed that a loved one of theirs was locked up with R. Kelly, and R. Kelly told them that Whitney Houston had mentioned to him that Clive Davis was behind the unaliving of Aaliyah. And I want to tap into that to see if it's any validity to that claim. Also, they said that Lenny Kravitz had always suspected, that there was foul play involved in Aaliyah's demise, and that he regretted working on the Jay-Z project afterwards because he had no idea who all was involved, and that he's been deeply moved and hurt over her passing. So we're going to tap in to see what we can find. Hey, Lady J, Happy New Year to you as well. See what's happening over here before I get started. Hey, Savagely. Happy New Year to you too. Blank stare. So this is a heavy allegation, y'all. Just to think, if there's a possibility that Whitney Houston told R. Kelly that Clive Davis was behind the unaliving of Aaliyah, is that a possibility for her to no longer be here? Hey, Empress V, Happy New Year. Hey, Kimberly, Happy New Year. Vintage Dow Paris, Happy New Year. Hey, Justice for Us, Happy New Year. Hey, Phoenix. Thank you, Aiden. Alrighty. Angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the highest heavenly order, please tap us into the energy around Whitney Houston. Did Whitney Houston tell R. Kelly that Clive Davis was responsible for the unaliving of Aaliyah? Okay, we got 5 cards face down. Judgment. Archangel Gabriel blowing the horn to let the saints know that God will be coming home for them. Queen of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. The Devil and the Ace of Wands. Now, they also said that Aaliyah's uncle was not, a good person. And I find that to be interesting because the family card here is at the bottom of the deck. This is a really, really chilling 5 cards to come out. And it came out face down, all 5 cards. So this is showing me that this was very rapid and toxic. Eight of Coins is a card of work. So this is crazy. It's like, of course, we know she passed away while she was on site working. But this is like her intuition had warned her. It's almost like she didn't want to go to this second location. I don't know if any of you know this, but the Bahamas part of the video shoot was an add-on. It wasn't initially supposed to be done. They were supposed to shoot the video in Miami. So to see that her intuition had told her not to go, this is why you always got to follow your intuition, because it's like her soul knew not to take this this second location, not to listen to this person that she was working with. But this feels like somebody that was just very, very obsessed with pushing forward. They had to get this this shot. They had to make this happen. So this feels like Hype Williams, like he pressured her until she finally agreed to do it, because I'm really, really seeing that she was very weary of going to this second location. She didn't really want to go. It's almost like it was unnecessary. Page of Swords. That's even more eerie. It's like, when it came down to it, it's almost like she felt like she was being watched, felt a little paranoid, but she fought it off. Hey, Johnson Queen. Yeah. And it's like this message came in very swiftly out of nowhere. I'm telling y'all, like this was not supposed to be scheduled. This was something that wasn't supposed to happen. This was a add-on that pretty much just was like a pop-up, so to speak. And it's weird that the videographer, somebody who worked for her, pressured her into doing this because he worked for her. Before I go any further, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged. Um, mm, Six of Pentacles, large amount of money that's like paid out. I don't want to say under the table, but this is like unearned income. And it's attached to a judgment. So there was a lot of money that was paid out, you know, in her demise. Yeah, this is literally like she got anxiety, you know, the closer and closer she got towards, you know, doing this shoot all the way up to the end. It's almost like she felt uneasy, jittery. Why did she feel so uneasy? Because also Queen of Cups deals with water. Something about this water, something about what they were doing with water, she felt very, very uneasy, very nervous, very scared. She was uncomfortable. Yeah, but somebody was very stubborn. It was like they had to get this shot. They had to, you know, work this angle. Um, I just can't wrap my head around why Hype Williams was allowed to push her like this, because this feels like he just kept pushing, 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 pushing. Like, no, we got to do this, we got to do that, we got to get this way. I mean, you work for her. You, if she didn't want to do it, that should have just been it. Should have been cut. We're talking about Aaliyah Empress fee. There was a allegation that was emailed to Tough News TV where they said that Whitney Houston told R. Kelly that Clive Davis was responsible for what happened to her in the Bahamas. So yeah, it's like he kept, and it's kind of funny, y'all, because if you look at this person right here, he looks like, you know, similar to Hype. Like he kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. Very, very, very um, ag- aggressive and stubborn. It was like he was obsessed about having things shot a certain way. Yeah, it's a very heavy anxiety around her and Water. She did not like the way this scene was set up. I'm feeling fluttering. This is almost like she could have had a panic attack, or she was about to have an anxiety attack. And he just kept pushing it. He had to have this shot. Sounds like it was all a setup. I mean, I don't understand how you push someone like this when they have this kind of anxiety, because I'm telling y'all, this feels like a between an anxiety or a panic attack. Like there's something with her and Water where she just was not with it, and he just kept pushing, kept coasting. Like, I don't see why he couldn't just cut this scene. But it's like he was obsessed with getting this scene, this shot. Why was he so obsessive about shooting this way? So yeah, she was the focal point, but here it is, the Hermit. Yeah, somebody felt the need to single her out, to have her alone. Said, and Hype never spoke on why he took the plane that Lenny Kravitz sent for Aaliyah. Right. Which, once again, you're her employee. You should have been on the plane with the employees. You had no right, no business to hop your happy ass on that plane and take her plane. Like, what made you think as an employee that you could push, a directive on somebody you're working for and then be so, smug that you get on the plane that's meant for them and you leave? Said the video wasn't even supposed to be filmed in the Bahamas. It was supposed to be done in Miami. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. Thank you for reiterating that. Dame said they could have taken those shots in Florida. They didn't need to go there. Yeah, very true. But she had a very, very deep anxiety about water some type of way. It's like the whatever he wanted her to do with water, it was almost like she was having a panic attack. But he was obsessed with the idea. He kept pushing and pushing and pushing until he got what he wanted. And his aggression is what led to this Four of Cups with the wounded warrior. Said they sacrificed her. Said she was very worried about getting on the plane. That's why they had to medicate or sedate her to get her on the plane. Miss Dawn, I'm telling you, she had anxiety long before the plane, because I'm still dealing with, as they were filming, them actually shooting. And when I tell you the anxiety is through the roof, I mean literally through the roof. And this is with the water. Something about the water, how the scene was shot with the water. She literally was having a panic attack. Said, I'm also curious about that phone call about Dame as well. Said then Camel and his wife purchased the land that she crashed on allegedly. That's not an allegedly, because there's a land deed in their name and it's supposed to be up for sale right now as we speak. Said if her anxiety was that strong, she obviously didn't trust them. She was afraid of whatever this was that they were doing in the water. She was scared shitless. Said wasn't hype around Lisa too before she passed. Interesting. I believe he was. Yeah. Seven of Swords falling right under the Page of Swords. Like I said, she knew she was being watched. She felt she was being watched. But look at this. This Emperor. Emperor's at the bottom of the deck. He's not being seen, but he's keeping eyes on her. This whole vibe is sketchy. Said, I really wonder who made that phone call saying Dame got hurt and they had to hurry back. And that's a hell of a good question. Said Aaliyah had a dream that she was gonna pass away. Yeah. Um, the soul knows before you cross over if something's going to happen to you. And I'm telling y'all, like the energy around her in this water is literally like anxiety attack, panic attack. She did not want to be in this water. And it's, to me, it's like, it's so insensitive. It's so ugly that he would push her to shoot this scene, and he worked for her. Jack said she had a fear of small planes, and that the choreographer said that she had a fear of the ocean as well, and he wanted an under the sea shot, and she was stressed the whole way. She was having anxiety. Thank you for she was having anxiety attacks. Thank you, because I'm feeling it, and I'm seeing it right here. And I mean, it's literally, like, how do you, I just wish she would have told him to go to hell. You work for me. You're not going to make me do something I don't want to damn do. But she was such a sweet spirit. Tell me more about this message that came in swiftly, this Knight of Swords. Y'all, whoever made this phone call, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, this is somebody that was like a person that works in corporate, some kind of exec. This was definitely an industry person that made this phone call, but this was a person that, you know, was, this isn't a regular employee. This is somebody that calls shots. Said exactly what I was about to say. She was just so sweet and wanted to make everyone happy. Hey, Mystic. I mean, it's literally making my blood boil looking at how he kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. Because you would swear that the way that he's pressuring her to do this, as if it's like as if she worked for him. You don't come on assignment, on location, to work for somebody and tell them, "Oh, you gonna do what I say, and we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna shoot this over here, and we're gonna do that." No, you work for me. I'm not doing nothing I don't want to damn do. I don't care what your vision is. If it doesn't align with what I say and you're working for me, it's not getting done. And the way that he's handling her, as if, you know, she didn't have any say-so. I don't know who this is, but somebody got a very large amount of money when she passed away. Said Dame said he warned her about Hype Williams' behavior, taking advantage of people like her. But allegedly he got a big payout like Memphis B, and he never had to work again either. I'm telling you, this is a huge amount of money, and it falls under judgment. It's like somebody passes away and then you get a large amount of money, and then you mess around and you go quiet, radio silent. I'm not getting necessarily that this is her uncle. I expect her uncle to have gotten something because she was signed to his record label. This is not her uncle that I'm feeling. Hey, Queen Fatima. Said he got 90 million when she passed. Yeah, I expected her uncle to get some money, but this is somebody else who got a large amount of money and faded to black, got super quiet. No, you don't have to apologize, sweetie. because everybody's money was hinged on her passing away. See what I mean? The moon and the Ten of Pentacles. Somebody secretly got paid. This isn't someone that was, you know, supposed to get paid, that she was signed to. This is somebody else who got a large, significant amount of money quietly. No, this not the record label, y'all. Look, you don't get a moon with the record label. Any record label you sign to, any movie house that you're doing movies for, they all have policies on you when you work with them. It's a part of the contract. You have insurance policies. This is somebody who got paid under the table. Her mom is expected to get paid too. This is somebody that you would never think got this much damn money. Scorpio could be the water card, yes. Very, very large amount of money, secretly. If they didn't have a policy, they may have cashed in on a bounty. Because a moon is you know, that's something that you got quietly, something that people don't know about. Insurance policies have a paper trail. No, not family. Family is expected to get money. Her mother would be expected to get her money. Her father would be expected to get her money. They would be her next of kin. She wasn't married. Her uncle would be expected to get money. She was signed to his label. This is somebody who secretly got a ton of money. So would that be why they behaved the way they did? There's definitely some strange stuff going on. You got the Ten of Wands here, which is like burdens that are too heavy to carry. And remember I said that she had very, very heavy anxiety. It was almost debilitating. And this is all attached to work. She even, you know, she juggled with the idea if she was going to even go through with this. I wish she would have just said no. Now you got the Devil, you got the Queen of Wands, and you got this family card and death. Y'all, she really didn't have anybody around her at that time that she can trust. And I'm more so getting that this is not necessarily her actual family, but this is like her uncle was more so, you know, he was the one involved in her business dealings. But these were like people that she thought were like family, people that she felt were like family to her. Y'all, answer this for me. Who did Fatima leave with? Because Fatima was a choreographer. Hype was the videographer. And then you got all the people that were forced to get on the small plane with her when they should have been on the large plane. No, I don't see that it's Dame, sweetie. But this is somebody who benefited in a huge way. She booked her own flight and stayed behind. Said it is on the E Hollywood story. I know that. Um, this is sounding very peculiar to me because it's like, why in the world would your choreographer, somebody that you said is like a sister to you, somebody that's like family to you, why would she be booking her own flight and staying behind when it's always customary for the artist to pay for all lodging and transportation? So they gave Aaliyah an Ambien and took her picture while she was sleeping right before she passed away. Yeah, I'm telling you, this girl has so much anxiety around her, like my stomach is fluttering. She was so full of like, it was like almost like a full-blown panic attack. Hey, Mystic Millie. Millie the Mystic. I always say your name backwards. Thank you for the hugs. We're tapping into the energy around an accusation that was sent to uh, Tough News TV. He was emailed by someone who said that one of their loved ones was locked up with R. Kelly, and he told them that Whitney Houston told him that Clive Davis was responsible for Aaliyah being unalive. So we're looking into the energy around what actually happened to her. Says she may have gotten a heads up or just had a very eerie feeling. I'm going to call bullshit on the eerie feeling because anytime you work for an artist, especially a major artist, a large artist, the label or the artist always pays for lodging, any accommodations, transportation, all of that. So it's very, very peculiar to me. Said, I wonder if it was Missy. They were not on good terms. I don't think it was them at all because they weren't around her. They weren't close enough to her. This was somebody that she considered like family. This was somebody that was closer to her. Not her actual, not her actual family, but somebody that was supposed to be like family. Said, didn't they tell her that something happened to Dame? Yeah, I just saw this message, and whoever this is that contacted her and gave her this message, because this message came in very swiftly. This was somebody that had like a corporate type position. This was, I don't know if this was a label person, but this wasn't just a regular everyday person. This was somebody that had a office type position. So I don't even think that Missy that we see is the real Missy. She's been replaced. Interesting. Said Mary J got on 106 in Park and sure did say, yeah, she said it was a spiritual unaliving. I can't say that word on here. Didn't her uncle get paid out? Yes. But see, this wasn't her uncle. Her uncle was expected to get paid out because she was signed to his label. So anytime you sign to a label or a movie house, you sign a life insurance policy. Now, I don't know if y'all know this. She was getting ready to leave the label. She was looking for a new label. So she wasn't going to be on black ground had she lived. So I think Camel and Hype Williams had a lot of business behind the scenes. I just heard a bit of screeching. Oh. Yeah, she was not going to be on Black Ground Records if she lived, which I thought was very strange of her uncle to try to recreate her through JoJo. Like he tried to make JoJo the second Aaliyah, and it was just strange because I mean JoJo is talented in her own right, but it's like why would you style her hair similar and try to make her out to be the new version of your niece? That was creepy to me. Yeah, yeah, powers that be. Somebody extremely high up on the food chain definitely has something to do with this. Now we're asking if Clive Davis, you know, had something to do with this, and this is definitely a position that he would be in. Said Bay wanted her gone, so Jay made it happen. This is above Jay. Jay wasn't in this position as of yet. Said her dream, someone is following me. Crazy you say that because I'm looking at the Page of Swords with the Seven of Swords, and that's definitely being watched. Somebody sneaking, somebody following you, somebody creeping behind you. You said, and then suddenly I lift off far away. How do I feel? As if I'm swimming in the air free, weightless. No one can reach me. No one can touch me. Damn, that's sad. She was spiritually warned. And she had been watched for a while, but I'm telling y'all, that call came from way up the food chain. I don't think it was Quincy either. The crazy thing is, she was worth way more alive than she was, you know, in the upper room. So, why was this done? Y'all, it don't get no plainer than this. You got the death card and the Six of Wands. A transition. Something had to come to an end for something new to begin. Literally, something had to come to an end for somebody to move forward swiftly towards victory. So was it a get down or lay down? So to speak. Yeah, it feels like the person who even made the call to tell her about Dame, it's like they juggled with the idea if they were going to go through with this. Because I'm telling you, y'all, this was somebody that had a executive position. Somebody who, let's see, said the magazine was called Dies It, that did the interview with her about her dream. Wow. Said the plays were already laid out, wasn't in position yet, but he knew what he had to do when he got there. Said, I'm hearing Jolene by Dolly Parton. This is definitely an exchange. This was definitely an exchange. What does Lenny Kravitz know? He sent the airplane for Aaliyah and Hype Williams took it. I'm going to tell you like this. If I send the plane for one person and the person that I sent that plane for is not on that plane when the plane lands, it's going to be some furniture moving. Especially if the person I sent the plane for perishes and you got on that plane? His head would have been between the sea and the shore. Okay? The washing machine and the dryer. Thank you, Joshua. Same to you. Yeah, Destiny Swap said, was he trying to save her? Like, did he get the word that he tried to save her? I think that, you know, he was just looking out because she was afraid of small planes. Said very suspicious of hype to do that. Very suspicious and very ornery. How do you, as someone's employee, take their plane? Like, I mean, the audacity of that. Could you imagine your boss has a chauffeur pull up for them and you get in the car and be like, oh, you can take a taxi? You had to know that she wasn't going to make it, because how in the world did you expect to not be blackballed after that? Said y'all remember how phony Bay was when she was when she interviewed Aaliyah. Bay was so jealous. Interesting. Said, but how did Lenny Kravitz know? I believe that, you know, Lenny talked to Aaliyah. Either way, I mean, let's tap into that. Hold on. Let's tap into that. Because I promise you, he couldn't have got off of my plane untouched. He'd have been looking just like Martin after that damn, what was that? What was that episode? The Hitman Hearns. He looked just like Martin off that Hitman Hearns episode. And she passed away? Oh no. No ma'am. How dare you? Said, when I did my Beyonce Aaliyah reading, it was definitely given spiritual warfare. Listen. Y'all remember that episode, Martin? Head was about this big? Oh yeah. I send a plane for somebody and you take the plane and they don't make it? Whew. Tap me. Hold on. Let me clear my hands. One of these days, I'm going to show y'all my yearbook. I took his picture for my yearbook. One of my fellow bandmates when I was in high school. That's his uncle, and he's named after him. Y'all, damn near 30 years. That man could never remember my name, but he would always see me and be like, you! Oh my goodness. Said my cousin said that she visited Aaliyah's grave and she prayed about a sign on who was responsible for her passing, and she said that some leaves fell right in front of a Crip named Carter. Now, I want you to think about what you just said and remember who ended up buying that land. They literally bought that land. It's up for sale right now as we speak. But that would make sense because remember I told y'all peanut butter and jelly do everything together. So if that's the case, peanut butter allowed the one who looks out for him to do a favor for jelly, which locks jelly in to where he would always be indebted to those You know, people that are at the top. So all of the house fires say a lot. These two have always been like this, and now all of a sudden you want to say that that ain't your friend. Alrighty, show me the energy around Lenny. What made Lenny Kravitz send Aaliyah the plane? What made Lenny Kravitz send Aaliyah the plane? Ten of Swords in reverse. So he had no ill intentions. He was trying to make sure that she was well taken care of. But look what ended up happening. Damn. The Temperance, which is balanced through a new beginning. But this is also, as you can see, the soul is being lifted. And this is what caused the end of a cycle. Why did he send this plane? He knew about her anxiety. Nine of Swords. The moment she said she was scared, she was afraid, she didn't want to be on that small plane, he sent his plane right away. Said I heard earlier a bit of screeching. Wow. Said I just saw a video where they said that Barry got 90 million for her passing. Well, her uncle was going to get paid anyway because, you know, when you're signed to a label, the label always has an insurance policy on you. But the interesting thing is, had she had lived, she was not going to be on that label anymore. She was looking to leave that label. Hey, Songbird. Any record label, any film house, you are always on an insurance policy. Always. You're signed to the label, you're signed to a policy towards the label. I mean, that's just like you work at the casino, you work at the post office, when they say that they give you, you know, like burial benefits for your family, where they'll give your family a certain amount of money to make sure you're buried and, you know, give them a benefit. That's because they have an insurance policy on you. So I wonder how big the policy was for Henry that Titanic Records has on her. Oh. Very, very good question. Yeah. Y'all, look at this. Now, you've got this figurehead, this emperor, but these three cups represent three entities that help to make this happen. Not $2 for the horse. I'm done. It's a pretty hefty policy. She's self-destructing. Y'all, remember what I said. Now, I got some cards that's face down in front of me, and I'm going to pick them up in a minute. Four of Pentacles, which is financial stability for up to 4 generations. 10 of Pentacles. A lot of people low-key got something out of this. You see this? 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. This right here literally bankrolled people's careers. Said, where is Fatima nowadays, I wonder? Interesting question. Interesting question. Um, Now, I've always thought it was interesting the way they told the story between her and Fatima, because they make it seem as if Fatima was like her first choreographer. And I know that for a fact to not be true. The first choreographer that I ever knew that worked with her very closely and extensively up until she went over with Timberland and Missy, was a lady by Wendy, and she had a company, a dance company called Wendy School of Dance. She still has it, but it's in the suburbs. Wendy School of Dance used to be over on James Cousins, right off of Outer Drive. It was right next door to a Cleaners. I don't know what it is now, but it was a dance studio right there on James Cousin and Outer Drive. Right before you get to that lovely hospital that I told y'all about that I was in, that just got that D minus. Said it's so weird hearing y'all say my name and and be talking about someone else. Yeah, it is interesting. Where is the choreographer Fatima? Because she was everywhere. Like, she was Michael Jackson and Remember the Time, and her and Josie, and like she was everywhere and then nowhere. Said, I wonder if R. Kelly was physically abusive to Aaliyah because the song Never No More always made me sad. She had a few of them. The last album, I want to say Don't Know What to Tell You. That one made me feel like he could have been, aggressive with her, because that, let me look up the lyrics to Don't Know What to Tell You. Hold on, y'all. And make sure I cut the sound down, because I don't want to get it straight. Let's see. She says, you want to handcuff me, but I don't know what to tell you. You want my intimacy, but I don't know what to tell you. You want a wall around me. I swear I don't know what to tell you. You want my lock and my key, but I don't know what to tell you. Incarceration is what I'm facing when I'm with you. You're watching my every move, trying to pick up on some clues. Oh, we play 20 questions every time I walk in and out the door. What do you bother for? What do you bother for? Get comfortable, it's yours. It's going to take TRSUT. It's going to take LOVE. And then it spells that again. Says stressing and second guessing me time after time. We go from lovers back to friends. Got to put this to an end. You want to handcuff me. So that right there made me feel like, he was very, very, very controlling, very, very toxic. Like, she's saying, like, literally, like, you put a wall around me. I feel like I'm facing incarceration. Yeah, you're watching my every move. So I couldn't imagine what that was like. Like, and it's crazy here. And, when I heard this after they did the documentary, that Surviving R. Kelly documentary, and one of the girls said that, literally, like, if she left out a room and came back in, he was questioning her, like, just to leave out the room and come back. So it's like, damn, that's actually something that was happening, because this girl said it in the documentary. It was like she couldn't even go in and out the room or walk around the house without him questioning her. And if one of his guy friends was over, then, he really, really got to tripping hard because he didn't want anybody around her. Queen of Swords. So she was an Aquarius. Y'all, it just feels like, they had a very close bond, and she told him how scared she was, and she was afraid. She was afraid to get on that plane. And just like that, he sent her his plane. But what's so messed up is she told him about her anxiety, and they knew how afraid she was to be on that Cessna, that little crop duster, and they put her on the crop duster and took Lenny Kravitz plane. Now, this is what I find crazy. This is what I find very crazy. If the instructions were for her to get on the plane, how the hell did the pilot allow Hype to leave on that plane when the instructions were for Aaliyah to get on that plane? Why did the pilot leave with Hype? If my boss tells me to go pick up one person, why would I go get somebody else and leave? Hey, Cameron, welcome back. Said, did she get on the plane willingly, or did they, we'll say, medicate her? The story is that they medicated her and she fell asleep. And she was put on that plane after being medicated. Said, right, I mentioned that earlier. Say, hey, Miss Zoe. And it's also odd that they both passed on the 25th of their respective months. A lot of people passed on the 25th. I don't get why the pilot allowed Hype to leave in the plane. The plane was sent for Aaliyah. He couldn't have told me anything when my boss sent me to go get somebody else. Yeah, a bunch of them passed away on the 25th of the month that they passed away on. I'm not talking about the pilot for the plane that Aaliyah actually was on. I'm talking about the pilot for Lenny's plane. If Lenny Kravitz sent her his personal jet, how in the hell did his pilot let Hype Williams get on that plane and leave in place of her? That's what I'm saying. And the story that they want us to believe is that the pilot that Aaliyah was flying with was high off of Coca-Cola. But here's the thing. Why would y'all hire a pilot that has addiction issues and his license was suspended? Y'all picked him. So where's Lenny Pilot and his story? That's what I'm saying. Say, hey, Ms. Zoe, how in the world did Lenny's pilot allow this man to get on the plane in place of Aaliyah and leave. It's no way possible. If y'all work for Lyft and Uber, and Lyft and Uber, it says in the app, you picking up Tamika Thompson. And it shows you a picture of Tamika Thompson in the app. And you see a big burly man come out. You have the right to lock your doors and refuse to take that ride, because it's like, who the hell are you? You're not Tamika Thompson. Where is she? Why did the pilot allow Hype to enter that plane and give them directions to take him somewhere? Right. He had no, thank you, he had no power to fire the pilot. Not only did he not have power to fire the pilot, he had no power to direct the pilot on to where the pilot was supposed to go. He couldn't have got on the plane and be like, oh, well, she decided to stay, I'm going to take the flight. I need to hear that from her, and let me call my boss. My boss sent me down here for her. Let me see something. Show me the energy around the pilot on Lenny Kravitz jet. Show me the energy around the pilot on Lenny Kravitz jet. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I greatly appreciate you. Y'all, look. Look like the pilot got a phone call too. Y'all starting to see how this is working? Eight of Wands. Leave swiftly. Who the hell contacted the pilot? Now, y'all see how we just talked about it was a very big person that made sure that that call came through about Dame getting hurt. And said, and then forced everyone to sign NDAs. Well, here's the interesting thing. A NDA does not block you from speaking when it comes to criminality. Said she was set up, and I think she knew it. That's why she had anxiety and was scared, and she, yeah, was the angel in the middle of a pack of wolves. This was horrible. Y'all, literally, this is the first card out for the pilot. Now, this is Lenny's damn plane. This is not Lenny that called. You got to think, who in the world had the power to overturn what Lenny said? Man, when I tell you, talking about a den of demons. Judgment. Now remember, the Judgment card in the last deck was the angelic figure that was floating up to the sky. So whoever made the other phone calls, whoever was responsible for the other phone calls, is also responsible for any correspondence with the pilot, allegedly. Because this is Allegedly Wednesdays, where all things said are alleged. Allegedly. Y'all, Temperance. Remember? Balance through a new beginning. And remember, people being paid under the table large amounts of money. Goodness gracious. said her label didn't even want to cover her funeral expenses. Maxwell did. And that's terrible because that's her own damn uncle. That's her uncle and her cousin. So when Aaliyah passed away, a certain label reneged on the 68K. Hold on, I was reading that. You were educating me, damn it, I was reading that. So I didn't know Maxwell paid for her burial, but that's crazy because that's her uncle and her cousin that run that label. So your own damn family got all that money and didn't even want to pay for your funeral. Oh man. And remember, y'all, had she have lived, she was leaving the label. She was not staying on that label. Yeah. Something had to end for something to begin, for people to move forward swiftly and professionally. Now you see this, and that's crazy because her nickname is Baby Girl. But you see this baby girl at the table, Page of Cups. Yeah. Remember, didn't I just tell y'all 3 of Cups in the other deck? It was 3 major people connected to this that helped this to happen. And these 3 people were paid handsomely. Said the uncle was the same one holding on to her music. Yeah. Still to this day holding her music ransom. Said they did her so from, yeah, so wrong, vultures. But remember, like I said, she was leaving the label. This was her last album with the label. She was leaving the label. Here's that Emperor again. Anxiety. Y'all, poor baby, she knew. She knew. She was worried. I mean, and it's so sad because they placed people around her that were supposed to be like family. Oh, Sylvia, I didn't put up a notification. I just went live. Yep. And this was their way of getting balance. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Notice the girl was the Wheel of Fortune. She was the lick. And said anyone want to leave the label, leave. Yeah. Leave their body. Sad. Said offer Bay. Well, I think that was only, I'm gonna put it like this. I don't think it was all for her. I think this was something that was beneficial definitely to her. This was beneficial to multiple people. It's 3 people in particular that ate very well off of this occurrence. Interesting enough, my angel said those 3 people are going down after this year. So everybody that had a hand in this, everything they earned is going back to the ethers. That's the only thing about this that warms my heart. Yeah. Here's baby girl. and then somebody becomes the independent woman. Yeah, this three people got three people three people came up off of this, but balance is coming into fruition from, they said, between now into 2028. They're going to literally drop. They're going to be like stars that fall out the sky. They're not going to come back. Yeah. And two of the main people who benefited off of this, okay? Two of Cups, soulmates. Two people who, you know, are considered a loving couple. They're connected to all of this that happened in the past. Said she was jealous of Aaliyah's star power and wanted her position. Well, her man wanted Aaliyah, so she definitely wanted her position. Ain't that a horrible way to start a relationship? Your man wants her, and you want him, and both of y'all ain't shit unless something happened to Aaliyah. Said, I can't stand Joanne Broad. Damn. Damn, cat eyes. Not stanky halitosis breath. Oh, God. Y'all, you see this? Collaboration, Three of Pentacles. Once again, three people benefited tremendously from this. This was their ships coming in. But see, here's the problem. She was an earth angel. This was not supposed to happen. And this is why they're going to go down the way that they go down. Yep, said he wanted her for his power couple position. Aaliyah didn't want him, so she had to go. Don't like to hear no. Said, I feel like everything is going to be exposed. Oh, it is. And the one who soared after she perished is going to perish as well. So remember, I told y'all that, because I've been warning y'all that that person don't have much longer. That person's going to perish as well. I don't play music on here, honey. This is not a music channel. It's gonna dog mom. This is a swap for a swap. The woman who took her spot in life is also going to end up in her spot in death. And then the destiny will be fulfilled. You said not the King Von request, right? Um, they're in the midst of being exposed now. They're definitely under investigation. Um, I feel so bad for her, because it's all these people that were close to her. They all, every last one of them, they all benefited in some type of way. I mean, if y'all could feel the anxiety that I felt like her last hours, like she literally was like just jittery, even caused her problems with breathing. Oh God, I don't even want to say this one. People, I'm not going to say this, but for all of you that read tarot, I'm going to just hold this up. This is heartbreaking. Like, I really want to cry. This is heartbreaking. Yeah, I'm sorry. That really just got me emotional. Just, ugh. Yeah, give me a minute. I need to go get some tissue. That really just, that's heartbreaking. All I can tell y'all, everybody that's your relative ain't your family. That's part of it, Serena. I mean, it just gets worse and worse. This is horrible. this is the other part of it that makes it even worse. So when you take that and you put this together, for the love of money, what people won't do. When people feel entitled to everything that you work for, and they don't like the idea of you finding your own voice, your backbone, learning to say no, standing up for yourself. She was finding her own voice. She was making her own way. And she was, she was getting her backbone. She was telling people no. And people felt entitled. Yeah, I gotta pull out of this energy. I can't. I mean, every person I touch outside of Lenny, damn. Oh man. Only good thing is, karma don't miss an address. And a lot of these people are about to find out. Yeah, said evil shall fall. Said I hope anything they did with that money from her passing never led to anything fruitful for them, just diabolical. Yeah, I didn't expect that to get that heavy. God. I mean, seriously, that's the... Now I see why Mary J was crying on 106 in Park, y'all. I get it. People are savages. Let me find something to light need to light some Palo Santo or something, y'all. God have mercy. Pure savages. I don't feel sorry for not one of them. The karma coming to them, they all deserve it times 10. Said this is exactly why I don't try to tap into this energy, because I'm too sensitive. Sometimes it gets you. It really does. Oh, absolutely. Metatron is definitely going to see this through. She's gonna get her justice, y'all. I've been warning y'all all last year, and I'm gonna tell y'all again. God told me one will be judged before men, the other one will be judged before God. And just to think that song Glory. Let me pull up the lyrics to that song Glory because y'all listen. I want y'all to understand just how smug these people are. Trying to see what was the let me see if they got the video on here because it's the video that they did was it dedicated to when they had Blue Ivy. I think that was the name of the song. Yeah, the song is called Glory. It's featuring Blue Ivy. Let me see. Okay, that's odd. I don't see it here on Apple Music, but I'm gonna find the lyrics to it. Hold on, y'all. Okay, let's see. Because there's a line that he has here in this song where he references the plane crash. And interesting enough, I don't know if you all know about when Nas did Ether and they made him rewrite Ether. One of the lines that the record label made him take out of Ether was the line that he did about Aaliyah in the crash, and he told Jay-Z it should have been you. And I thought that was interesting that the record label made him take that out the song. So it makes you think, would it Nas know that he was willing to put that in the song in the first place? Here it is. I had to go through the lyrics to find this. So it says, he's talking about, Bay having miscarriages. It says last time the miscarriage was so tragic. We was afraid you disappear, but nah, baby, you magic. Voila. So there you have it. Shit happens. Just make sure the plane you're on is bigger than the carry-on baggage. Why in the world would he reference make sure that the plane that you're on is bigger than the carry-on baggage? And this is supposed to be a song dedicated to your daughter. Hold on, y'all, because I want to make sure y'all see this. I'm gonna say it again. It says just make sure the plane you on is bigger than your carry-on baggage. Everybody go through stuff. Life is a gift, love. Open it up. You're a child of destiny. You're the child of my destiny. You're my child with the child from Destiny's Child. That's a hell of a recipe. Glory, glory, glory. Sorry, glory. Oh, glory. How do you make a mockery of her death while you're supposed to be paying a tribute to your daughter? How do those two things even go together? Same dude said that, yes, he did say that he R-word and pillaged the women and children on his verse in Monster. Yes, he did. He sure did. And they let that line stay in the song. That was crazy. Said just like Joanne's song, daughter has nothing to do with her daughter. I remember the first time I heard that, and I said, I know I must be tripping. I didn't hear that right. And I played it back and I said, wow. Wow, wow, wow. You literally taking shots at this lady in death? You that hateful that you making a mockery of this woman passing away? And you gonna say make sure that the plane you're on is bigger than your carry-on baggage? So you gotta love it, song by Nas. Yeah. We'll say Coca-Cola sniffing, tapping 13-year-old chickens. Yes. You can't be a kingpin when you snitching. Yeah, Nas was on his head. Nas was on his head. I'm not hearing any screeching, so if it is an interruption, I ain't surprised. Look at who we talking about. I don't see her being the one, Scarlett. She got more time on her hands to make him money, if that makes sense to you. Yes, Pressure. Actually, what the accusation was is there's a 13-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy. Everybody keeps forgetting about the accusation with the boy. I thought that was very peculiar that his lawyer only stuck to the story about the girl. And I'm like, didn't Busby say that there was an alleged 10-year-old boy as well? So will Aaliyah's destiny be bestowed upon someone else? No, because it was already swapped out in the first place. If anything, her energy goes back to her in the ethers with her. Say, oh, I have peeped that they haven't addressed the boy. Yes. I thought that was very strange. They did a 55-minute presentation and nobody mentioned the boy. I said, now I know I'm not crazy. I heard 13-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy. A lot of people overlooked it because all they could focus on was the girl, well, the lady rather, because she's a grown woman now. The lady did the interview on television. I'm like, y'all talking about her on television, but he said something about a 10-year-old boy. Now, that sparked my interest because it's like, wait a damn minute. And more than anything, Alex Spiro, why are you only debating on one child? He said it was two. Says nobody remembers the video of Camel and the Diddler being in that room full of young girls. I remember they recirculated the video where he's walking out the room with a bunch of children giving high fives. Said like the Camel and his wife are laughing at Aaliyah passing, then to buy the land where she passed is sick. Yeah. Said, does anyone else find it weird that Bay's obsession with mentioning wearing other people's skin? I find that to be very telling. And it's so crazy because people they'll reduce that to, oh, that's the work of a famous poet. But see, if you take it away from the famous poet, my thing is this: go all the way back and look at the song Partition. Matter of fact, we're gonna read the lyrics since we're doing lyrics today. Let's go to Partition. It says, and every girl in here gotta look me up and down. All on Instagram, cake by the pound. Circulate the image every time I come around. G's up, tell them how I'm looking, babe. It said, boy, this is all for you. Just walk my way. Just tell me how it's looking, babe. Just tell me how it's looking, babe. I do this all for you, baby. Just take aim. And tell me how it's looking, babe. Tell me how it's looking, babe. Looking, babe. Looking, babe. Drop the bass. Okay, we're going to go straight past this part. Now, it's like she's trying her best to get his attention. She's going out of her way to get his attention. And she keeps telling him, you know, I'm doing all of this for you. You know, she keeps trying to get his attention. And this is the first part of the song. And then we drop and we go off into Partition. Now, mind you, like, this is crazy that this is a married woman begging her husband for attention. She's talking about all the stuff they did in the limo. We know that part. This, okay, let me pause it right here. Hold on. This is what threw me. When it says, take all of me, I just want to be the girl you like, the kind of girl you like. Take all of me, I just want to be the girl you like, the kind of girl you like is right here with me. Why do you have to convince the man you're married to be interested in you? And then when you take that back to the B-Day album, you got Ring the Alarm. I've been through this too long, and I'll be damned if I let another chick on your arm. She been fighting for this man attention the whole time she been with him. This is not the way somebody's supposed to be talking when they have that person's love and attention. Every album she makes a song letting us know that he don't pay her no damn attention. What's the kitty cat song? Hold on. Okay. So, I think this is the B-Day album as well. Hold on. You know I hate sleeping alone, but you said you would be home soon. But baby, that was a long time ago. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling it. On top of you, what'd you say? On top of you not calling me back. You see, I bet you think it's all on track, and you acting like it's all that. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. Let's go, little kitty cat. Hold on. I think it's time to go. Let's go, little kitty cat. He don't want you no more. Let's go, little kitty cat. Quite frankly, no more giving it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. It's like we at two places, but different paces. We in trouble, but you won't meet me at the bridge. It hurts. It feels deserted. Did you forget where your heart lives? What about my body, my body? You don't want my body, body. Acting like I'm not nobody. You gonna make me call somebody. What about my body, my body? What about my body, my body? Would you rather go party? Somehow, somewhere, I'll be naughty. You know I hate sleeping alone, but you said that you would be home soon. But baby, that was a long time ago. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Y'all, this whole song is about begging somebody to literally to be with you, to be affectionate with you, to sleep with you. This man out all night. He everywhere but with you. And they weren't even, I don't even think, no, they weren't even married yet. Happy New Year to you too, Blank Stare. Hey, Blue Royalty. Happy New Year to you. So y'all think about that. Hold on, let me go back through what y'all was saying. Said, damn, when you read the lyrics out loud, it's giving desperate and thirsty. Listen, oh my gosh. Said, now I think of it, that Hollywood song Camel and Jolene made, it was literally like they were mocking the deaths of other celebrities. She mentioned for Partition that she was inspired from a trip her and Jay took to a strip club, and she wanted to emulate that for her man. Wow. So I just want to be the girl you like, the kind of girl you like is right here with me. And she got to keep reminding him, no matter what you do, I'm right here. Baby, listen. You should never have to beg a man to pay you any mind. Excuse me. Said, whatever happened to Keefe D's trial? It's still going on, and they're trying to get Foxy Brown to be a star witness. Said, and Camel sending Alex Spiro to help Tupac's family investigate his death. Listen, that's how you know Afeni is no longer around, because I don't think that would have went on Afeni's watch. You said the energy is reminding me of Henny so bad for some reason. Ooh, ooh. I had to faint for a minute. Lord have mercy. Since y'all brought up the Hollywood song, hold on, we gonna go read the lyrics of the Hollywood song. I never forget that Kitty Cat song. Because I was like, damn, that is messed up. This B-Day album is this is something different, I tell you that. Now this is how the song starts off. Hollywood. Welcome to Hollywood. It says, it ain't for everybody. Welcome to Hollywood, baby. Take a picture. You're pretty much doing the banter. Said, I see you jealousy as you watching me. Lord, I guess that was supposed to be, I see your jealousy. I see your jealousy as you're watching me. You're watching. It's kind of sexy to me how you're watching me. You're watching. I see your face. I see your face. You want to touch it. Come to my place and let's discuss it. Let's chop it up. Tonight you'll be a superstar. Come let me sign you up. Y'all, what they describing? Why would somebody have to come to your house and do something exotic to get signed at your house? Let me reread that, y'all. Hold on. Start from you watching. I see your face. I see your face. You want to touch it? You want to touch it. Come to my place. Come to my place and let's discuss it. Let's chop it up. Tonight you'll be a superstar. Come let me sign you up. Ooh, it's the lights. You blinded by the action. You need that. Hollywood. Y'all. What are you going to the house to do? This sounds like one of those types of adult natured get-togethers at the house. You got to go to the house and do something strange to get signed up. Said, how ironic, Hollywood and Henny's mom rap verse. Yeah, her mom's rap name is Hollywood. Absolutely. You said, what's the Hollywood song? This is Welcome to Hollywood on Beyonce's, what is this? I think this is the B-Day album. So they're literally just telling on themselves in the music. Wow, right. I'm actually glad that y'all brought this up in the comments. Said these people seem so dirty, still never seen her mama rap. I think that's by design, because what if we find out that some of these raps were actually her mother's raps? The only way we would never know is to never hear them. Said nobody paid any attention to the lyrics. People were just under the spell. Right, because it's an up-tempo song. Like, I used to joke with people, especially people that I used to work with in the studio, to tell them you can hide anything in a fast-paced song or a falsetto. You don't believe me? Sing cuss words in a falsetto, and I bet you nobody cares, nobody notices. Slides by every single time. Thank you, Cashmere. Said I brought it up because the Hollywood song always was weird to me. It was weird for a good reason. Let's see. Let me go a little further, because these are all the ad-libs. Said, what do you do? Hey, I see your face. I see your face. You want to touch it? You want to touch it? Come to my place. Come to my place, and let's discuss it. Let's chop it up. Tonight you'll be a superstar. Come, let me sign you up. Oh, it's the lights. You blinded by the action. You need that, Hollywood. Okay. It was the lights. You blinded by the satisfaction. You need that, Hollywood. Come on, come on, come on. You hear it screaming. Oh, the camera's rolling. Y'all. Damn. Pressure, I promise you. What you just put right here in the chat is what I was thinking as soon as I read cameras rolling. Hear you screaming. The camera's rolling. You're so addictive. Like Hollywood. Oh, it's nothing like Hollywood. Hey, and everybody warning you about it. Y'all hear that? Everybody warning you about it. And once you taste it, can't live without it. Not because you choose to not live without it. It's now a part of you. And everybody warning you about it. And once you taste it, can't live without it. Y'all, damn. It says, now you want to be seen as male groupies. Why is this line in here? Male groupies. I can't make this up, y'all. Look at this. Y'all see that? Male groupies. Why would they be talking about male groupies? Now you've become what you once despised. James Dean, John Belushi, blow your whole life trying to live in the lights. Heroines following, Maryland's hopping over the edge like Janis Joplin, River Phoenix, Jimi Hendrix, Jimmy Morrison, and all of them ended by Hollywood. I see your face and you want to touch it. Come to my place. Whoo! Now I want y'all to look at this. Because thank you, Cashmere, for mentioning this. Because damn. Now y'all see this, right? They're literally making fun of all the people who passed away from addictions and possibly the 27 Club. Hold on. You said they need to start using mediums and psychics in court or during investigations because we be getting into some things. They use us in the precincts. We just don't go to court. I've been contacted for an FBI case myself. We just don't go to court. But damn, this whole entire song, y'all making fun of the underbelly of Hollywood and how it destroys everybody. And what a difference a day makes. That whole entire song sounds like the Diddy Tivities. Man, oh man. Y'all, what in the whole hell? Said, I wonder if this is why Bay always shows her face when her man is on the burner. She got that glamour spell on her the whole time she's an enabler. Said these rich folks really look at us like ants. Yeah. Yeah, this is a other level type stuff. Everybody that they just mentioned in this song literally crashed out due to Hollywood. I mean, you go from talking about heroin to pill popping to Janis Joplin. Y'all, Janis Joplin was in the 27 Club. So was Jimi Hendrix. Most of those people he named were in the 27 Club. They made a whole song dedicated. Yeah, River Phoenix. They made a whole song dedicated to sacrifices and being taken advantage of. The 27 Club, Brianna, are all people that died at 27 years old. Yeah, they were all people that died at 27 years old. They were all entertainers who allegedly overdosed and passed away at 27 years old. Say only if Camel got to join the 27 Club, we wouldn't be seeing a lot of this mess. Well, if Nas hadn't have took that pretty much if they hadn't have convinced Nas to wave the white flag, Jay's career would have been over. They had to get them to get along after Ether, because Ether Ether cooked Jay. I remember Jay was on he was on the radio with Angie Martinez after Ether came out, and Jay sounded like he was about to cry on the air. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't missing nothing over here on Station Head. Whew, y'all. That whole entire song sounds like being initiated and eliminated. That's crazy. Cashmere, good looking. Thank you for pointing that song out. Because outside of the chorus, I never paid attention to the song because I wasn't big on listening to her music. You said a literal siren call. Just wow. Yeah, that song is old. That song came out in like, what was that? That's like the early 2000s. Said they made Nas take some stuff off. Yeah, they made Nas take off, I want to say, 2 of the verses. That they made him rework Ether a good 2 or 3 times before they finally released it. So Jay has insider connections. That's the only reason that he was able to get Nas shut down. I don't even necessarily think it was about insider connections. I think that the people who aligned him to be up next, just like people aligned Drake to be up next, they needed to protect their investment. Jay-Z was their investment. If they kept letting Nas come for Jay-Z head, the investment would have been done. Because he literally was like, do y'all know the beginning of Ether was a sample of Tupac? That's Tupac's voice. Where it say, fuck Jay-Z. That's Tupac. Because Tupac was beefing with him before before he passed. You said that's the insider connection. Yeah, this is But see, I don't think it was Jay's idea for them to bring them together and call a truce. They literally were like, hell nah. We got too much riding on you. Like, it's not every day we get one of you that'll go out and do our bidding. We got to fix this. Said, and look at Nas today, glowing and thriving and looking 10 times better than Camel, still to this day. But Mystic Millie, that don't really take much. Oh God. Said, oops, I think that's gonna be my next deep dive. Baby, listen. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So it makes me think of Kendrick and Drake now, how there were no requests for rewrites. Yep, and then with that minor stuff. Y'all, if Kendrick performed that at Super Bowl, oh my God. Imagine a whole entire arena. And you hear that minor. Oh God. It was already bad enough to hear that extended with the audience at the Juneteenth, situation. Oh my gosh. Said they should be happy to not to have to wake up to that face. Said I don't think they're gonna let him perform that. We gonna see. Said Kendrick hit the 5-peat. Yes, he did. Y'all, they're going to really, really lock down the NOLA for Super Bowl after what just happened last night. I wouldn't even want to be down there for Super Bowl because it's going to be crazy down there with the security. Super Bowl security is already hectic, but due to the attack that they just had, if you don't have to be anywhere down there near Louisiana, I would suggest you don't go. Said I don't think he's going to be allowed to perform it. Roger Goodell looks scary. He do look scary, baby. He was trembling like a leaf on the tree up there at that podium. But at this point, Roger, he just like, look, let's just get through Super Bowl. I don't give a damn about nothing. Said, I hope he doesn't perform Not Like Us. Honestly, they're immediately going to call him a clout chaser if he does. I mean, it was one of the biggest songs of the year. So it's like the song is clout. The fact that he's going to perform on Father's Day in Toronto is just like, oh, God. Said that man snapped like a sleeping bot program to do what he did. Said, I wonder what traffic and bust will happen during Super Bowl. It's one every single year. Yes, it is. It sure is. Every single city. Said, right, and they're calling it a, yeah. Said, is Camel having an affair with the horse? Ooh. I'll just say this. It would be a surprise if it wasn't happening. So I don't want to go to Mardi Gras. Not after all of this. This is going to be a lot. This is going to be probably one of the most uncomfortable Mardi Gras they've ever had. Said, would it be far-fetched to say what happens in New Orleans could have been a ritual, possibly, maybe? I don't put nothing past nothing. I really don't. Said Bay and Jay can't leave each other alone. They both know where the bodies are laid. Right. And said, and then the Tesla vehicle that blew up in front of the Trump Tower. See, I already got enough reasons to why I don't want to ever own a Tesla. Like, y'all, this lady was out in California and she pulled up to her house, parked in the driveway, And before she can get out the car shut down so that it could do a reboot and upload new information. Locked her in the car for 3.5 hours. Couldn't roll down the window, couldn't do nothing. She was literally trapped in the car until the car was finished doing its digital uploads. Said, mind you, don't nothing really go down in a NOLA like that. Like, when is the NOLA ever on the news for real other than the hurricanes? I mean, stuff goes down in the NOLA for sure. Because it's definitely crime down there, but nothing like this. You are absolutely right. Nothing like this. If you said, I don't believe in a coincidence at all, LOL, same city as the Super Bowl as well, first day of the year, I don't know, seems odd. And the White House jumped right on it, y'all. Says, so strange, last night before midnight, I randomly watched some Bourbon Street videos, and then I woke up to that. Wow. Y'all know what's crazy? Y'all never see this because y'all don't see what's, set up on the table behind everything. But these are on my table at all times. And I always tell y'all, my people are from Louisiana, Mississippi, and South Carolina. So I always have Mardi Gras beads over here on the table. Just goodness. Said it's called Leave the World Behind, where the Teslas get locked out. They don't ever have to worry about me in the damn Tesla. I literally, like a real story, watched the lady in, they had to call some, like an emergency unit to get the lady out the car. The car would not allow her out until it finished its uploads. Said both and raised, still living in NOLA. Said I had Mardi Gras beads from 2018. I had a time. Said it's so strange that it happened on January 1st. I mean, it's just strange, period. And then when you see the video, y'all, the video is freaky because it's so surreal, because you see somebody run out and they go to help somebody, and then they get to, you hear that pop, 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 and they got to run. And it's so terrible because you see in the bodies on the street and they blur out the face. And I was dumbfounded, because it's like I know what I'm watching is real, but what in the world? Like, damn. I ain't gonna suggest none of y'all watch it, but it was just so messed up to see. The person's natural instinct was to run and help the injured people in the street. And no sooner they ran to help the person in the street, you could just hear, tat, tat, tat. I'm like, oh no. And they instantly run back, and they're trying to get out the way so that they don't get hit. And you could just see the bodies laying in the street. And it's horrible. Said Mardi Gras and the Super Bowl always happen in days of my birthday. Too much energy out and about. I always stay home. Said I saw the photos of the aftermath, but that video, I didn't see it. Yeah, it was a news affiliate that showed it, and it was so messed up because I guess it was a surveillance security video from some of the businesses, and it was from like the second tier of the building. Y'all know how down there on Bourbon Street they got the balconies? The camera was like downward angle from the balcony. And you could see the people running from under the balcony to go help the people in the street. And then the shots ring out, and they have to run to safety to get out the way. Said it's crazy how raw footage they show of those, yeah, those two bodies just laying there. That's what I'm talking about. Because the person ran out to help the people that was laying there, and you could tell the one person it was no help in them. Even like the way that they were laying, it was, oh my God, the body was laid in such an unnatural way. You just knew that person was done. It was nothing you could do for them. They kind of like, they went past them to help the next person, and that's when the shots rang out and they were trying to hurry up and get back to safety. So whoever it was literally was watching the street to see who was going to come out, and they were picking people off that were trying to come out to help people. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, don't watch it, because I felt drained. And if any of y'all know, New Orleans is already a place where the veil is very thin. The dead walk amongst the living on a regular basis. So I can't imagine the spiritual energy down there right now. Said, I don't think that Luigi guy was the one who did it either. That man, Luigi, is attractive, but that is not the same nose and that's not the same skin. The smile is even different. They do look similar, but the profile, the smile and the nose is different. Said it seems like ritualistic how this happened and how they are showing it raw and graphic. Yeah. And it's so crazy because I slept in late, y'all. I got up because I had a client, and I was talking to a friend of mine who got family down there, and she was telling me her, because her father's from down there too. And she was saying how he was, really, really stressed out about what happened down in the NOLA. I said, well, what the hell happened? And she told me, so I go scrolling through, my timeline, and I see, where all the news footage was. So I click on the shortest one because I'm like, okay, well, let me get straight to the point. I don't want to see a long, drawn out one. And why did I go for the shortest one? And the shortest one was the footage of the bodies in the street. I said, oh, no. Said I would have loved to travel to the NOLA, but I'm a little scared, honestly. Well, right now, don't nobody need to be down there. But outside of what's happening now, it's a wonderful place to visit. And you're right. Yes, the food is good. The food is delicious. What in the world is going on with my neighbor's dog? I don't know if y'all can hear that. It sounds like he over there screeching and crying. I said I loved it. The food was amazing. Not I was big back in the whole way. And it's so funny, y'all. I started to get up this morning and make some beignets. I really did. I started to get up and make some beignets. Said, no, we hear popping. That's why I asked. No, it's not the candle. I blew the candle out. I don't know if y'all see that smoke, but that's like the incense because the candle has been out. Said I sure was planning to go to the NOLA for New Year. Well, thank God that you didn't go this New Year, because goodness gracious. I can't even imagine. When I tell y'all what the security is about to be for Super Bowl, and that same friend I was talking to, she works Super Bowl every single year. I wouldn't be surprised if they got National Guards down there this year for Super Bowl. You said you haven't had beignets in years? The one thing I can do, honey, I can cook. I can make you some Creole food. I was just tired when I got up this morning. That's the only reason why I didn't do it. Said, I feel like something bad is going to happen at the Super Bowl. Too many people in one place. I pray it doesn't. But I feel like it's going to be full of military down there because of this. Said, now that's what I need to learn how to make. I feel 6 before I walked out of Cafe Du Monde. Oh my gosh, the coffee in that place. Lord, have mercy. Said, Angel, how do you really pay attention to discernment? I've been having deja vu constantly as well and having thoughts that have come to pass. Um, it's definitely something that builds over time. I talk to my angels a lot, and anything I don't understand, I ask, the Most High and my angels to give me clarity and to simplify it for me so it's easier for me to understand. And the more you talk to them, the easier it gets. He said, that's interesting for real. Like, did they need a grand reason to enact that you're off security or what? Why wouldn't they just secure it heavily in the first place? It is secured heavily. I don't know if you've ever been to a Super Bowl. I've worked a few of them, and they lock down everything. They reroute all the traffic. They even send out, you're welcome, sweetie. They even send out vans. Like, say you got homeless people or whatnot, they'll send the vans out to pick the homeless people up, and they pay them $100 a day to go to like this adult activity center to get them off the street so that the streets stay clear. And they do this for a whole week. But what I'm saying is, now that this has happened, they're going to be on such a high alert that they might actually have like the military out there with AR-15s instead of regular security. Because, I mean, Super Bowl literally is weeks away. Said, did y'all hear about the 18-year-old girl that snuck to NOLA without telling her mother? No, please tell me that baby ain't gone. Said Champion Square is heavily secured for events held at the Superdome. Said the facts will definitely be there. Yeah, the feds will definitely be there. Yeah. Damn, that is so bad. And I really wanted y'all to tell me she wasn't gone. That is horrible. Oh my God. Fact said discernment is definitely something that is cultivated. Where intuition may be passive, discernment is more of an active skill. Yeah. That is so sad. I feel so bad for her mother. Because, I mean, 18, 19 years old, you do, stuff like that, but you don't think that you're going to go and party and that's going to be your last time. Goodness gracious. Oh, said the lady who was a slave and brought her own freedom with the coffee beans, and she bought with her from slavery. That shop was bought by the owners of Cafe Du Monde, and that's why they brew so good. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but that coffee whoops Starbucks down. I drank some of that coffee and tried to do a reading. Y'all, I couldn't even sit still. I'm already short. I'm in the chair, feet swinging. I'm like, oh, Lord, what the hell type of supercharged coffee is this? It was that chicory coffee. You can't brew that. If y'all ever get some of that Cafe Du Monde chicory coffee, I'm going to tell you right now, use half the portion when you brew it, because it is strong. Why, thank you. So now they're saying that the whoever the gunman was couldn't have acted alone, because the way that they had that street, like, you could tell that there was somebody at a long distance, because the people who ran out to help folks, they didn't see anybody. It was the shots that happened after they got out in the street. It's like, oh, They had no idea where they were coming from. You said I buy it in the tin. Yeah, that's the way I get it. Yes, snipers, absolutely. They were far off, and nobody I was on the street saw. You can get the tin on Amazon. That's usually the one I get. I get the tin. But that coffee is strong, strong. That that is, damn, the 18-year-old girl. That's heartbreaking. And that's so interesting. One of my mods had just went down to New Orleans like last week. Like literally went down there and texted me, was like, I'm having king cake, and I asked her who got the baby. And she said that she didn't get the baby. Her slice didn't have a baby in it. So I'm so glad that she, wasn't down there for this. Sounds like it was a military or police allegedly. Um, or it could have been somebody that's trained in a militia for sure. It's extremist militia. You said the K-cups are good. I've never tried the K-cups. I'm not a big coffee drinker. I drink a lot of tea. Said the 18-year-old was starting. Oh, no. She was starting nursing school on the 13th. Damn. Okay, they said he used to serve. I'm telling y'all, the way that street was swept, it had to be somebody that had a very high skill. Said I love tea and coffee. My husband is drinking a cup right now. Yeah, I'm a big tea drinker. Every once in a while I drink coffee. Yeah, say hey Miss Zoe. I told you that video was terrible. They blurred out the faces, and it's like the one person without a shadow of a doubt, that person was gone. Said the goddess Isis is symbolic, associated with rebirth and renewal, just like New Year's. And we just came off of the winter solstice too. And y'all got to remember, winter solstice is December 21st. There's always some kind of major death, whether it's a celebrity or some kind of major event with death around the winter solstice. It seemed like it was a little late this year, but unfortunately it happened. You said you're a big coffee drinker. Said New Orleans community coffee is good too. I just finished off the Mardi Gras brew. Funny you said that. I had a bag of the king cake, the Mardi Gras brew, and was it like the waffle cone? Said I heard December 31st was a black moon ritual. If I'm not mistaken, aren't we under a full moon right now? Like a double full moon. Hold on. Yeah. We're under a double full moon, y'all. Damn. December 30th, double new moon, a rare black moon opening a portal to magic, destined manifestation, wish fulfillment, catching blessings once again, shifting you years ahead in life. Says brings the last new moon of 2024 brings the plot twist that you wish for. It is destiny. This is the second new moon of December, called the Black Moon, and it makes it a magical time to recharge your energy. You've had enough lessons and shifted into the next level of your life. Expect higher consciousness, good fortune, good luck, good news, the right love, breakthrough, destiny, destined manifestation in your life. Y'all, this happened under a double new moon. Yeah, the black moon is associated with Lilith. And Lilith also works with the Reaper. So for those of y'all that know, Lilith is the spirit that is known, that is associated with like miscarriage, SIDS, um, people passing away in their sleep, not being able to breathe in their sleep. Y'all, this is crazy. So the only thing I know about Lilith is from True Blood, and she was very evil. And this is one of the rarest black moons ever because it's a double moon. It's a double new moon. It's not just a regular black moon. I knew I was super tired for a reason. Oh gosh. And New Orleans is a huge spiritual portal. Huge. Said, wait, would that explain the fatigue? Yes, absolutely. Said, I think we should pay attention to what comes from certain artists in the next few days. Says, same, I was sleepy as heck yesterday and today. Yeah, I felt drained. I got off the live. I went and did spiritual cleansing or whatnot, and I laid down, and I felt like I've been up for days. You said the fog has been insane here. Yeah, this has been a draining week, I promise you. Said I feel they partake in those rituals for music and those spirits. Oh, this is bigger than that. Yeah, these folks, they know the end is near and their time is almost up. And they're trying to harvest as much as they can for as long as they can before this final shift comes. We're literally looking at a spiritual war. Yeah, this is the spirit cookers type of energy. Well, actually, they fell out recently. A couple of years ago. Say, hey, Miss Zoe. I don't know exactly what they fell out over, but they fell out. I want to say maybe 3 years ago. As soon as I said they fell out, y'all, these dogs get to crying back here. I don't know what it was, but they definitely fell out. That could also be a reason why he doesn't have the spiritual protection now that he used to have. Said I remember, and she said that she was still going to be, they were still going to be friends forever. Said, but Lilith is specifically associated with menstruation, which is why she takes children in her mythology. Yeah, she's all about fertility. So, Angel, do you think there's any correlation to the menses and the moon phases? Oh, absolutely. They're hand in hand. The moon controls water cycles. Our bodies are, over 70% water. And when you tap off into the menses and the moons, a lot of people that do certain types of pagan rituals, they use that energy along with the moon cycles to boost certain things. But those women who use their menses to do certain spiritual practices, They usually stop getting what they want out of life when they get closer to menopause. And that's why they try to train their daughters up early. She is creepy looking. Who in the hell is screeching tires out here? He said 2 to 3 before 9/11. I kept saying I felt gloomy. The morning of 9/11, I called off of work. You know what? I remember being off of work that day. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was a Wednesday. It was either Tuesday or Wednesday. But I was in the bed and I was sitting there talking to my boyfriend, and that plane hit, and I was dumbfounded because those planes are not even supposed to be within a certain amount of miles of those buildings. Like, military crafts would shoot you down for being that close to the buildings. So it was just like, what the hell am I witnessing? But yeah, so like I said, those people who do those types of rituals, you will definitely see them, teach their daughters young, because when they can no longer do those types of energetic works themselves because they are losing their fertility, which is where their power is coming from, they'll try to siphon it from the daughters. So if you catch what I'm saying, pay attention to the people right now that keep putting their daughters in everything they do. Happy New Year to you too, ZZ. Yes, and dressing the daughter like a grown woman too at these young ages. Yeah. Thank you, Mark. Same to you. That's Thank you, boss up. Same to you. See, here we got a weirdo got to do the most. That's why I always tell people, like, all that, doing all that extra weird stuff to get attention, and putting stuff in people's food, all of that. Not only is that disgusting, but when it backfires, you playing with your life. You don't know how that person is gonna react when you do something like that, and that energy comes off of them. Coi Leray is expecting a baby. All the little rap girls having babies this year. Said it's a shame some women think that's cute. It's horrible. It's horrible. And when with Trippie Redd, what? Y'all, we only one day into 2025, and I need a break. I need a break. We only one day in. What? Dream Down and Coi? Wait a minute. They both, what? Wait a minute. Y'all say this to me again, because I want to make sure I'm not reading this wrong. Dream Doll and Coi Leray both pregnant by Trippie Redd. Somebody tell 2025 I need to put in my 2 weeks vacation. I'm not even officially into the first 24 hours and I need a break. Dream and so what, y'all gonna be sister baby mamas? Like what the hell? I had to take a moment, y'all. You said no, they. Oh, it said no, they both just pregnant. Lord have mercy. I was about to say, now look, enough is enough. You said a 51-week notice. Said his Dream Doll's baby father. Wait a minute, you said Tay. Like arrogant Tay? What? You said Tay. Is that, come on now, y'all. Work with me. I'm a little slow right now. Is Tay like arrogant Tay? That's the right Tay? Oh, Lord have mercy. I thought he was gay too, but I mean maybe he that new gay. You know, it's new rules to gay every week. I can't keep up. I can't, Renata. I can't. I've met my bullshit meter for the day. So wait a minute. Zell Swag got him a baby mama, and he went back to his woman and left Saucy. Tay is the baby daddy. Y'all, what are we doing this year already? What's happening? What are we doing? Good night, Angel B. Oh my God. What are we doing this year? I mean, are they gonna be doing, they gonna be spinning around doing death drops at the baby showers? Like, what are we doing this year? It's not even 24 hours in. I'm not ready. Said Tay is bisexual too. Maybe part-time. Y'all. I'm too tired for this. My mind is not processing this. I'm too tired for this. I don't have enough. I don't have it. Whatever it takes, I don't have it. You said the polar vortex is bringing cold weather next week too, so be prepared. Oh God, it need to freeze off some of this foolishness. 2025, the edge is hell. Everybody gonna be bald. What the hell is going on? Said did Lotto pay for her own B-Day bash? if she did, it would actually be better for her to do so. Because to be dating somebody else's husband that you can't tell nobody else that you dating, like, girl, just go on out there and have fun. Be free. Because I can't understand being faithful to a man that can't even claim you publicly. Like, you in a whole long-term relationship with a ghost. Coi Leray, pregnant by Trippie Redd. And we only into the first day of the year. Her daddy just was crawling around on the floor crying, asking his girlfriend not to call the police. Y'all, I knew I wasn't going to be on here long today. Yes, this is too much. And we only the first day in. We've had a national security crisis. We got a hood rat baby daddy crisis. Y'all, I know Nikki gotta retire someday, but what are we about to be left with? What are we about to be left with, y'all? What's about to happen when she retires? I don't want it no more. What is they doing? Oh, you said anybody else pregnant, not me. I'm trying to think, what's the other girl, the other rap girl? Flo Millie pregnant right now. Said Quavo hanging out with Cardi. Lord have mercy. Said I'm enjoying Doechii. I like Doechii's music, but it's something about her that just feels a little too off for me. I can't. Happy New Year to you too, Just Misha. This is a hot damn mess. The first damn day of the year. So we still have Doja. Lord. Okay. I mean, Doja's talented, but she get off into her antics and then she start purring in interviews and shit. I can't take nobody serious that'll do an interview and every time you go to ask them a question they but what? Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Could you imagine being a person like this with the mic to her and you ask her a serious question and she start purring and meowing and doing weird shit like that at you? No. No, ma'am. I said Doja's not a rapper to hood people. I mean, she can rap. I'm talking about just her demeanor, the stuff that she does. Like she's a bit too out there for me. I need her to come back at least, like, if she can come back at least 2 planets closer to Earth. That's all I need. 2 planets closer to Earth. Because I feel like I'm looking at Mork and Mindy when she get to talking. For y'all that remember Mork and Mindy, that Nanu Nanu. Oh my God. Like she's a good performer. She makes good music. It's when she gets to talking. It's like, girl, huh? Mm-mm. I didn't sign up for this. She's, yeah, Doja just, when she made that album Planet Her, she ain't lying, because she is on a planet that only she is on. So, Miss Angel, do you know if any artists have to pay to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? I'm seeing Mary J. Blige is getting inducted. I haven't heard of that yet, but usually, like, when you do the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, like you get voted on, you get selected, and then you have to not pay to be in there, but you have to like sponsor um, whatever your star is, or the space that they erect for you. So, for those of you who don't know, I went to Martha Reeves' Hollywood Walk of Fame event that she had, her fundraiser, and she was voted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, she just needed to raise the money for them to actually put the star out there for the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So, you do have to be voted in, you do have to be inducted. So, let me see if I can. Hold on, y'all. Let's see, for those of you who haven't seen this. Here we go. So, ah, this is me and Martha Reeves at her Hollywood Walk of Fame party. And I got sheet music to Dancing in the Street. I got drumsticks from, I'm trying to think of what her name is, Gina Shock from the Go-Go's. I got a picture down here from the Go-Go's. And I got a picture from Martha Reeves and the Vandellas when they were in Paris. So, and that's a close up of everything. And this was in the auction to help raise money for her star to be placed on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So that's, now you can pay to get your Hollywood star. But as far as being inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they definitely vote you in. Oh, thank you. That, and it's so funny, y'all. The news was there, and me and my friend, like, we saw the camera, but we kept ducking behind the cameraman so he couldn't put us in the footage for the news. But I made sure I got my picture with her. Said, do you have it in a glass case? Not as of yet. Um, I'm definitely going to preserve it. It it was something else that I got outside of like them in the Go-Go's. But there were only 2 copies of this sheet music from Dancing in the Street. And this was signed by Martha Reeves and the songwriter who actually wrote and composed it. So there's only 2 copies of that sheet music, period, that has an autograph from her and the writer of the song. He doesn't even do interviews or anything. So I'm a little fun behind the scenes, y'all. But I've always told y'all, I'm a musician, so I love sheet music. Any type of sheet music, I'm gonna collect it because I've been playing sheet music since I was a toddler. You said 250 app fee, 75K. Yes, they have to pay a maintenance fee. Absolutely. Well, depending on, not all, if you're talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, 75K, um, depending on, like, I want to say the Hollywood Walk of Fame, it depends on also the location of where your star is as well. Like, I want to say, what was that? Cat Williams paid for Melba Moore to have her star because she was voted in to have hers, and instead of her having to come up with the money to have it installed, he paid for it. And you're right, it is a fee for them to keep it maintained. Thank you for that, for explaining that for everybody in here. But to just go out, it's not like how it is with the Grammys and some of those other music award shows that I told y'all about, where you can pay to be nominated. Like, the when it comes to this, the majority of these people are literally nominated by a committee of their peers. Not It's not like the record labels that you know, nominate you through putting up a nominal fee, if that makes sense. Because your record label could, add that into the marketing package. And depending on the award show, it's usually like, it starts off at like $50,000 to get you nominated. You don't win anything, you just get nominated. So I have my Michael Jackson dials and buttons in the case. Oh, I remember those Michael Jackson dials. Said me too. She was hard, but I remember her making a post a while back on IG, but not wanting to do music no more. Over a year ago, I don't remember why. Let me see. I want to go back to see what was said. Well, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get on off of here because I am tired. I'm drained. And I need to go lay it on down. Millie, I'm going to call you in a second. Said, I've sat in many Grammy nomination meetings, and they are very interesting. Yes, none the least. And see, I'm glad that you said that, because the Grammy nominations, you have 2 sets of groups that vote. You have a group that the public knows about that are on the Grammy boards, and then you have a secret group that votes. A lot of people don't know that this is they literally have a group, a shadow group that votes, and then you have a group that everybody knows publicly is on the Grammy board. But everybody that's in membership, I will see y'all tomorrow night. Y'all have a wonderful evening. You said the secret group don't like Nikki, I guess. Baby, that it ain't even got nothing to do with the group. Nikki got into it with the old white man. And that old white man is going to make sure that every time her name is mentioned, it ain't mentioned, if you know what I mean. I'll see y'all in membership tomorrow. And good night to everybody in Station Head. Good night to all of y'all. See y'all soon.